Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator X Steam Edition Twitch broadcast brought to you by Dovetail Games. I'm Martin, one of the community team members here at Dovetail Games, and I'm joined by friend of the show and brand manager for Flight Simulator products here at Dovetail Games, Aimee.
Hi.
Big thank you to everyone who's joined us here tonight. Also with us, we have Jay, who's in the chat room. So if you have any questions for us or got any comments at all, leave them there and Jay will get them to us. So how you doing, Aimee? You all right?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks, Martin. How are you?
I'm okay. You're a bit tired because you just got back from America?
Yes.
What were you doing over there?
Well, I was at Flight SimCon.
Okay. For those who might not know what Flight SimCon is, what exactly is that?
Flight SimCon was a flight simulation exhibition held at the New England Air Museum on June 13th and 14th, I believe.
Okay, and what were we doing over there?
Representing the brand. It was good fun, good turnout, lots of exciting companies there, and lots of people there. It was nice to talk to people.
Cool. And a lot of our partners were there, I understand?
Yeah. A2A Simulations was there, SciTech was there, and some other groups were there. Pete Frugal Wright was there, PC Pilot was there, Boston Virtual ATC, and some others as well.
Great, fantastic. Yeah. And have we got any other events lined up? Any other things in the future for that of that nature?
I will be attending Weston Supermare on behalf of Dovetail Games next month. That's held at the Helicopter Museum at Weston Supermare on the 18th and 19th of July. Okay,
so if that one's open to the public?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So if you get a chance to pop down to that one, then come along, say hi. We'd love to speak to you.
Yeah, it'd be good to see you there.
Great. So we've got lots of exciting things to talk about tonight. We're going to start off by looking at a couple of add-ons.
Yes.
Where are we going to start? What's the first one?
The first one we're going to talk about is Just Flight's Fokker F27 Friendship.
Okay, we've got some screenshots of that. Let's dive in and have a bit of a look.
Yep. Well, the Fokker F27 Friendship is a turboprop airliner first designed and flown in the 1950s. It's still being used now, both commercially and militarily.
Is that a word? I'm not quite sure. By the military.
Yeah, for transporting troops and cargo and such.
Okay.
So it's quite exciting. The F27 Friendship for the Steam Edition includes the 100, 200, and 300 variants, along with 12 liveries. And yeah, it's a great add-on. I'm looking forward to seeing that come out. It was released only a couple months ago, so it's quite new. We're really excited to bring it to FSX Steam Edition.
So some fresh content.
Yeah, definitely.
And lots of players have been asking us when we're going to do some bigger aircraft, move away from kind of the smaller stuff we'll be doing, like the Piper series, for example. And here we go. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, it's good to have add it to our hangar, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. Any release date for that one yet?
We're looking at the end of summer, beginning of autumn for that one.
Okay, so in the next couple of months or so.
Yeah.
Great. And next we've got something a bit special to talk about.
Yeah, this is the announcement you all have been waiting for. I'm very happy to announce that Orbx's first scenery add-on for FSX Steam Edition is going to be coming out, and that is Friday Harbor and San Juan Island.
Okay.
That can be found in the U.S. Pacific Northwest. It's going to be, as you can see, the same quality you would expect from an Orbx add-on. It's a photorealistic representation of San Juan Island. We have detailed ground imagery and some cool stuff like 3D volumetric, trees, grasses, and vegetation, animated people and vehicles around the airport, and it includes the airport marina and fishing village as well. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks stunning, that one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
When can we expect to see that one arriving?
Around the same time, late summer, early August.
Okay, so again, another couple of months and that'll be with us. And the start of many more add-ons from Orbx to come.
Yeah, we have a couple more lined up, although that's the only one I can announce for the moment.
Okay, but I'm sure when the time comes, we'll do some more Twitch broadcasts and show those off.
Oh, definitely.
Keep an eye out for those.
Yeah.
Right, moving on then, we've got some more news. We've got another update coming for FSX.
Yes, we do. We have another update coming up for FSX. We're working on it now. It's mainly focusing on stability and multiplayer fixes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's some stuff in there for developers, things our partners have asked for as well.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into all the details just yet, but there is going to be a beta.
Yes.
We're looking to kick that off next month, but it depends how the development process goes. But if you're interested in that, you can find out more details on our forum, on our Facebook page, FSX Insider, of course.
Yeah.
All the details there of how to take part and get involved, and give us your feedback and let us know what you think.
Yeah, beta testing is a very important part of these updates, and
yeah, absolutely. It's really important to find out. Yeah, we can test these things here in the studio, but how they react in the real world and how they work with all the plethora of add-ons that are out there is really important.
Yeah, of course, we'll be offering the update to developers as well to ensure compatibility.
Yeah, absolutely. So keep an eye out for more news on that one. Right then, we're going to go straight into some questions that we've had come in. We've been collecting them all week across our social media sites and such like, so got a few coming in here. But if you've got any for yourselves, then put them in the chat and Jay will get them across to us and we'll answer as many as we can. Right then, let's dive straight into these. So Slimmy48, I think that's how you pronounce that. He's asking, Microsoft used to own FSX. If you guys, Dovetail Games, own FSX now, why is the word Microsoft still in the name?
Well, the answer to that's very simple. We don't own FSX. It's still a Microsoft product. What Dovetail Games are doing is we're simply distributing FSX on Steam.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a very iconic series of games as well. So why would we want to change the name? Yeah,
exactly. And I mean, as I said before, we don't own it, so we wouldn't change the name anyway.
No, absolutely not. So that's why it's still called Microsoft Flight Simulator. Mikey TWC, Mikey, a regular show viewer, often sends in questions for us. More of a suggestion this time. He says, I believe we need to allow FSX to alert users to run Steam as an admin prior to installation. This would cut the amount of support requests as seen to be the primary reason most people are getting in touch and having problems running FSX. So I guess we should really explain why FSX needs to run under an admin control.
Yeah, I mean, it has to do with the people running the box version of FSX as well. You need to run it as an admin so the Steam Edition can access certain folders.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's a wealth of add-ons out there for FSX, and a lot of them were not designed to install into the directories where the Steam Edition installs. So the game needs access to some of these other folders and places on your hard drive so it can get that information.
You're absolutely right.
But Mikey's absolutely right here. A lot of users do run into that problem when first starting off, and it's a very easy fix. So we'll look at ways then to try and get that information out to people.
Yeah, starting with this Twitch broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then, another one here from Lightning Hertz. Yes, it does. Will we see more add-ons like Cargo Crew?
Yes. Yeah, if you're asking will we see more mission packs from Jane Rachel Whitaker, definitely. We still have 2 more in the works, and who knows, maybe more.
Okay, no hints about what they might be?
No.
Oh, yes.
You'll find out soon enough.
Okay. And we've also got a question in from Jim and from Jose. They're both asking a similar question. And actually, it's a question we've seen pop up a lot on our forums and on places like Facebook. Hi guys, Microsoft are offering Windows 7 and 8 users a free upgrade to the new Windows 10 operating system. Will FSX Steam Edition be compatible with it?
It's something that we're investigating right now. I mean, I don't have a solid answer at the moment, but it's something that's important to us. It's something major to us, considering we only do run on the Windows platform. So. Yeah,
we've got a team working on it right now who are running some tests to find out what's going on. It's kind of a tricky situation because there are previews available of Windows 10, as some people know. But a lot of the kind of drivers, the graphics cards and things like that, which will work Windows 10, aren't available yet.
Yeah. I mean, once Microsoft have a finalized OS out, then we can start with the definite answers.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know some users have been trying it already and have had mixed results of getting it running. Our advice at the moment is no, officially it's not compatible with Windows 10. We are looking into it. We are going to have some more information about that close to the time of release, so keep an eye out for that news. Oh, great. So that's all the questions we've got come in here. So let's see if we've got a few things coming in the chat. I can see Jay's typing away like a madman just across the room from me. So let's have a look and see what he says here. I'm just going to try and read these. Where are the new commercial jets? So I think that's a question asking us, are we going to see some more kind of bigger aircraft coming to FSX? Are we going to see some more big jets? I mean, we mentioned the F27.
Yeah. I mean, we're working on the F27. As I said in a previous stream, the commercial jets, the bigger aircraft, essentially have more things in them that could possibly go wrong. So it takes longer to make them available on Steam. Additionally, licensing is something that we need to sort with those as well. So we're working on it, we promise.
Yeah, so there are some coming. We've got a few up our sleeve we can't quite talk about just yet, but we know there's a demand for them. We know players want to see them. They are coming.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't want to say something or promise something and then not be able to deliver. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So watch this space. We've got one here from Worms Switch. Will you bring utility DLC rather than aircraft, such as Easy Dock? So I think he's asking, will we see some utility programs come to Steam and not just kind of add-on aircraft and scenery packs?
Again, that's something I can confirm that we are working on, but I can't say much anymore yet. I mean, we are working with companies such as Rex and A2A Simulations in order to bring some tools and utility stuff to FSX Steam Edition.
Yeah, and we've started doing that a little bit already. Some of our scenery packs already come with configuration tools and such like.
Yeah, the Sim 720 stuff comes with configuration tools. The Orbx scenery as well will come with customization tools included. So
yeah, and again, it comes back to some of the stuff we mentioned earlier about different file structures, different setups, and different ways that the Steam Edition kind of works compared to the box edition. So yeah, we're exploring those, and as Aimee says, we've got some stuff in the pipeline coming. So keep an eye out for those. Got some more here coming in. Let's have a look. You announced a partnership with A2A months ago. When will we see some A2A products starting to arrive on Steam?
The answer is very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, we are looking at the Piper J3 Cub from A2A Simulations. We're looking to bring that in the next few months.
Okay, so there you go. You've got a little bit of an exclusive there.
Yeah.
So expect that one coming soon. As someone with the old non-Steam edition of FSX, what would I get from buying the Steam edition? That's a great question. So the first thing we should make clear is this isn't a brand new game. This is essentially a re-release of the gold edition of FSX.
Yeah. It includes the deluxe edition, and the acceleration pack. I mean, to be completely honest, Steam Edition brings multiplayer. It has Windows 8.1 compatibility, but if you're happy with your box version of FSX, that's fine too. Yeah,
I mean, that was some of the big things we've done. I mean, it is essentially a re-release of the gold edition, like we said. Restoring multiplayer was a big thing. So it used to run on the GameSpy system. We've now replaced that with the Steam multiplayer system.
Yes.
Like you say, it's now been optimized as well to run on kind of more modern operating systems like Windows 8. And as we mentioned, we're looking at Windows 10. What else is new in there? A lot of players say that they get a lot better kind of performance out of the Steam Edition. It varies, and there's plenty of guides and videos and things out there of people who have compared the two and tried them. So maybe check those out if you want to see different performances and what other players are saying about it. And of course, there's the Steam reviews.
Yeah.
Go check those out. There's plenty of opinions in there of the game compared to other versions.
Additionally, there's something to be said for not having to keep track of loads of disks and activation codes as well.
I was just about to say that. You have the convenience of the Steam platform, which keeps all of your add-ons together, and it's all stored in the cloud. So if you want to swap it to another computer, or you want to take it off your computer for a while and play something else, you can absolutely do that and just download it again whenever you're ready.
Painless installations are a beautiful thing.
They are indeed. So you don't need to worry about lots and lots of disks and managing lots of bits and pieces. Let's see what else we got here. Are you going to release some Norwegian scenery?
Unfortunately, we don't have anything immediately lined up right now. However, it's definitely something we were going to look at in the future.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of scenery packs out there for FSX, and we've partnered with a lot of the really big names in them, like you mentioned Orbx earlier, for example.
Aerosoft as well.
Aerosoft, yeah, of course.
They're good for airports.
And a lot of that stuff is coming to Steam, and we're working with them to bring it to Steam.
Yeah.
There are some challenges in that because some of these scenery files are huge, massive, great big files, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're talking gigs upon gigs.
Yeah.
So
it does take us a while to get through them, but we're working on it.
Yeah, and
we want to bring as much stuff to FSX Steam Edition as we can. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So no Norwegian content immediately coming up, but we are working on different scenery packs from different areas of the world, so keep an eye out for those. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry, excuse me. Is it possible to get airplane skins? We don't officially have any skins available, but
no, we don't officially have any skins available. But if you look at places like flightsim.com and Avsim, they have libraries full of freeware and payware skins that you can use for your aircraft.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of community curated ones out there which are compatible with the FSX Steam Edition. And there are plenty of guides out there as well which will tell you how to install those and put them onto certain aircraft. So check them out. Let's just go see what else we've got. Steam Workshop. What about Steam Workshop? Steam Workshop, we know players have been asking about Steam Workshop, and it is something we're looking at, but at the moment we're focusing on stability for the game and making sure it's running the best it possibly can do, and also making sure that our partners and our developers have got access to all the tools and things they need to bring their content over.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, bringing the add-on content that you guys want is a lot of work, and that's what we're focusing.
Yeah, I mean, as you heard tonight, people want to see Norwegian scenery, people want to see commercial airlines, people want to see from A to A.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of stuff, and we're trying our best to get as much of this stuff onto Steam as possible and give players the widest possible choice of stuff for FSX. So
exactly.
We are aware that people are interested in Steam Workshop. We looked at the technology. We are familiar with the technology. We've implemented it into other games in the past, but it's not something we're concentrating on just at the moment. What is the situation with the SDK compilers and the Steam Edition? I think we get asked about the SDK every single Twitch broadcast we do.
Yeah, our answer on that is the SDK from the box edition works fine with the Steam Edition. However, we can't offer support for the SDK, or we can't offer the SDK with the Steam Edition because we don't officially support it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you can get access to the box edition of the SDK, and I believe there's some places you can get hold of that online, then that will work perfectly well with the Steam Edition, but it's not officially supported. Got a few more coming in here. So what kind of stability improvements are you going to be making? I think that's coming from Dominic there. I think he's talking about the patch.
Okay.
We can't say too much about it just yet. We're looking at a few different things.
Yeah, we should have more information for you on that in the next month or two.
Yep. Yeah, we're looking at lots of different things. We've been collecting suggestions from players for a while now about different bits and pieces, and we're trying to get through as many of those as possible. Some we can look at, some are just not practical for us to do, but we're reading all of them and we are taking them into consideration. We can't really give too many details away of what's going to be in it just yet, can we?
No, I'm afraid not.
No.
That is coming very soon, though, I promise.
Yeah. What can I say? If I say cursors and cockpits, and we'll leave it at that, and you can have a think if you know what that one means. So, right, what else we got here? What DLC have you guys got in the pipeline? So we've had a few releases come out this week. What have we had this week?
We've had the R66 turbine,
which is our first helicopter.
Yes, yeah, very excited about that. We have the Piper PA-38 Tomahawk. And
Stornoway Airport.
Yeah, Stornoway Airport, of course. Lovely Stornoway.
Yeah, and we've got quite a few more kind of airports also coming up quite soon, haven't we?
Yeah. Airports. In the next month or two, we're going to be releasing a few more mission packs and of course some aircraft. So.
Yeah, and of course Orbx and the F27, as we mentioned.
The F27 and A2A's Cub hopefully coming.
Yeah, and a few more little things we've got up our sleeves at the moment we just can't talk about just yet, but plenty coming. Let's see what else we got. Any Australian updates in airports coming? So I think the answer is going to be similar to the Norwegian answer that we gave earlier.
Yeah, we are looking at a couple actually of the Australian airports, but it's too early to say anything about them yet, unfortunately.
Okay, all right then. But if you're in the FSX community, these are kind of add-ons you might have heard of?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. We'll leave it at that. So yes, there is some Australian content coming. We're looking at that. How is Dovetail's online knowledge base coming along? That's a great question. So that, I'm guessing, is relating to our new support system, which we launched a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
If you used our support system prior to that, you'll know that we had kind of an email-based system. So you emailed in and we'd email you back and back and forth and back and forth. We've recently changed that to like a dedicated website. So it's now a website you go onto, you create a ticket as such, you kind of register with it there, and then you'll be able to see when someone responds. And there's going to be access to knowledge bases, which is going to be a wealth of kind of guides and information and things for setting up FSX and troubleshooting and common problems. We've written it. As you'd imagine, it's a lot of information. It's a massive, great big document, which the pair of us have been working on for a while now. It's just gone off to our development team, who are having a look at it just to make sure all the information is absolutely correct. And then once that's done, we'll get it up.
Yeah. It should be very soon.
Yeah, we're hoping to get it up in the next couple of weeks, so it is coming. Will there be an open beta for the new patch before release? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We're planning on doing an open beta. We think it's really important to have an open beta for all of our updates that come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely something we're going to do. And as we said earlier, we're kind of aiming for next month, but it depends how the development process goes. We'll keep you posted on how that develops. Are you guys working on VR? In general, or in terms of Dovetail Games, or in terms of FSX? Certainly Dovetail Games has had some experience of working with VR. We did a demo with Steam for their big developers conference quite recently for another one of the games we make, Dovetail Games Fishing. So we've got quite a lot of experience of working with VR. We have experimented a little bit with it. It's not something we're actively pursuing at the moment, however.
Not for FSX.
No. Any more questions, Jay? Jay's shaking his head at me, so I'm going to take that as a no. So that kind of brings us to the end of everything we was going to cover tonight. So a couple of exciting releases there.
Yeah.
Things to look forward to in the future. Lots of great questions. Thank you everyone who sent those in. We really appreciate them. Apologies if we didn't get a chance to answer your question. You can always reach us on Facebook, FSX Insider, Steam forums, Twitter. Oh, you name it. We're everywhere. You can't escape us. And if you're just joining us now and you've missed kind of the first half of this broadcast, then we're going to be putting it up on YouTube as well over the next couple of days, so you can watch it back. All right, so thank you everyone that's joined us, and we look forward to seeing you again.